Guys, last time we were out here, coaching staff didn't like what we saw. You all know it wasn't good enough. So let's make up for that today and have a great one. I know you got it in you, so let me see that greatness come out on the field, all right? Let's do it.
Set! Cougar 19! Set up! Cowboy 80! Ready? Hut! Let's go! 60 Bison! 60 Bison! Go! Here we go! Set! Hawk 70! Hawk 70! Ready, go!
It's time to pick it up. Let's go for gold.
Hut, hut!
Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Baltimore Ravens.
Set! Panther 60! Panther 60! 60 Bison! 60 Bison!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
2nd and 11. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Drake. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long
Check. Hurt.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Mike 3, too little.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. This will be caught by Brown. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Come on, guys.
And that's on the rookie first-round pick, Alex Leatherwood. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, check back, 6.
Back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's 3rd down.
Ready? Rocco 80.
Watch the pass. Hey, check back, 6.
All right, ready.
They'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
This is our time.
Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Set.
Mike 6, you remember me?
Check. Panther.
Switch.
Check smash. Undercut.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and break.
Set up. Cowboy 80.
Mike 6. Mike 6. Coming, baby. I'm coming.
Trap 60. Trap 60.
Hey, check back, Mike 6, Mike 6.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake.
Let's go, let's go, let's
The
go.
Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. This is going to be caught. It's John Brown. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Drake. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Now it's 2nd and 9.
60 Bison.
What's the curl? What's the curl? What's the curl?
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Mike 3.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that time.
They'll look to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
60. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Mike 3. Mike.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, check back, Mike 6.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Mike 6.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Back to throw again. It's caught left side by John Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. It's complete to Drake. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On play action, they'll throw. Man open, here is Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 28.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
No!
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Check curls. Mike 6. Mike 6. Crunch time, defense. Hey, check Mike 6.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now back to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
John Brown in his 8th season in the NFL now spent the last 2 in Buffalo. Snagged that one for a nice catch.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
That's the way. Hey, check Mike 6. Here we go.
They'll go option to the short side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. It's their quarterback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Hey, check Mike 6.
They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it.
Cowboy 80.
Here I come. Out.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Hey, smash Bronco.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Oh, no.
Alex Leatherwood, the Alabama man, called for the penalty there. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there for the Raiders. Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws, and here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Mike 6. Cover. Mike 6. Coming in.
They'll set up to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Street.
Check. Crunch. Take 4. Shim. Watch the shim.
They go play action here on 1st and blitz coming, and down he goes. Patrick Queen gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Go. 70 Lion.
Go. Check 3.
Cougar 19. 70 Ranger.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
What's tight? Tight is right. 3 down. Hey, check.
Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been...
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Catch made, it's Moreau. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
You know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and can...
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
No chance. Mike 3.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this goes out wide for Drake. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2nd and 3. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back to throw now on first down. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, check back, Mike 6, Here we go.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Go trap. Go trap.
SOS. Check 24.
They'll go option to the short side. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. 2nd down at 4.
Watch the out. Switch.
Go, Reed. Go.
He's checking crack.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey, check back, Mike 6. Pick it up, guys.
Running is Jacobs. And this time they were ready for him, as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot...
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Las Vegas, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.